This is Rachel Ruth Tate, the Astrology Roadshow and the Astrology of Friday, December 13th. So today we've got numerous things going on. First, we have our perfected aspect. I mentioned it yesterday, but we had Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, making its sextile with Venus over there in Aquarius. So Mercury sextile Venus, we should have gotten some good news. And at least in my case, Mercury stuff went pretty well yesterday and into this morning, but Venus stuff was having a harder time. Remember, Venus perfected her opposition with Mars retrograde in Leo yesterday. So there was tension, there was a lot of maybe doing stuff you didn't feel like doing, or maybe being a supporting character in the cast as opposed to the main character, right? Feeling a dual thing, dual ways, right? This and that. That's also kind of portending the nature of this full moon in Gemini happening this weekend. But we've got a lot of lunar transits otherwise besides that aspect. And of course, the perfect aspect is one with Mercury, and the moon's heading into Gemini today, right, where it will be full. So making lots of moves, this mercurial moon in Gemini. But before it moves into Gemini, the moon will make a sextile with Neptune retrograde in Pisces. And the moon in Taurus sextiling Neptune, it could be a little weird, a little strange, a little dreamy. It could be a little bit like trying to get everything straight and having everything be a little confusing or a little nebulous, a little unclear. But then the moon moves into Gemini around 10-11 a.m. Central Time, and as it does, it trines Pluto in Aquarius. I like the moon in Gemini Pluto trine from Aquarius. That feels very much like some powerful conversations or powerful connections or some kind of fortification of your thoughts or your ideas, or maybe even a contract. I know it's Mercury retrograde, so trying not to sign contracts. But also then the moon will very soon after that trine the south node in Libra and sextile the north node in Aries, as well as sextiling Mars retrograde in Leo, forming an opposition with Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius. And that's all that happens before midnight, but overnight the moon will trine Venus in Aquarius as well. So we've got trines and sextiles, air signs, fire signs today. And I'm getting a lot of like pepping up or powerful social atmosphere or impassioned atmosphere, some potential very important connections being made. The thing that's great about trines, like the moon trine Pluto and the moon trine Venus and trine the nodes, trines are inevitable. So don't worry about whether or not you make the right connections today or say the right thing or go to the right place or attend the right event. You will. You will. You cannot miss what's for you. And today that might also be a little bit of some backtracking, right? The moon's making aspects with the retrograde planets. The retrograde Mercury made that sextile. So maybe that we go back over something and we change it in a way that's really beneficial, not just for ourselves, but for everybody involved. Maybe there is some sort of an idea or recommendation that we get to make a move on. Or maybe there is something we've been really wanting to do that we then get to do. Also with Mercury retrograde, maybe there's something with children and going back and forth or doing something with kids. So have a wonderful, wonderful Friday the 13th.